Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Rockin' Reaction Rollers, where we react to music that we grew up with from the 60s to the 90s. And my name is Tammy. Hey, it's Friday night, and we're doing your guys' request. And last night we only got one song out, so I'm going to try to make up for it tonight. I don't know what my cat's doing back here, but I hope it just doesn't take a flying leap to my head or my back here in a minute. And this first song we're going to play is actually this cat's nickname. But we're just going to try to get three songs out for sure. One of them's going to be the winner of the most views. And since I'm off a little early, I do have a fourth one written up. And so I'm going to try to get the four out so that there'll be three people competing against each other in the winner of the most views. And it's not just two people doing it. But anyway, we're going to start out tonight and just go, well, I'm going to say this first before we get started too. We're getting to the point on the request list, guys, where we're getting a lot of pop tunes. And hey, you know, these are requests from people. And these were songs back in their day that they grew up with that they really liked. And we have to remember sometimes on this channel that, you know, like I'm 62 and there's a lot of people that are older than me and we like that 60s and 70s stuff. And then sometimes when it gets to, you know, 1999 and stuff, it's just a whole different way of music. And a lot of us weren't even listening to any of this stuff back then. I know I wasn't. So it's new stuff, but we're being introduced to it. But I have a lot of that left on the request list is why I'm bringing that up. So what I'm going to have to do, but I'm not saying it quite yet. I still have a few members that I still have to play your requests. I've been kind of filtering them in each week. And I still have about 3 of them that I need to play. So I'm probably going to ask for another member's request here before long, just so that we can funnel some of this music together, like with the age groups, because I think I kind of leave some of it off to the end because I don't know the songs, and that's what happens. So we're at that point, and I'm still not saying that there's still not a lot of really good songs on here. There are, but there's not enough to filter through some of the songs that a lot of us haven't heard. But that's what this channel's about. It's about songs we have heard and have not heard, but songs that we grew up with. So anyway, we're just going to get started. I'm going to shut up about all that. The first one we're going to do is for YouTuber Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. And they want to go back to 1994, and they want to hear the song Trouble by the group Shampoo. Now, I have heard this song before, and I like it. I remember hearing it in a bar one time on the jukebox, and that's probably the only time I heard it. And there was a bunch of girls singing and doing all that in the bar there. And I'm like, yeah, it's kind of a cute song. So I have heard this first one, and I do like this little group. We're just going to get right to it. We'll see how many of you guys know the song. And I hope, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, that you're on here listening, because this request is for you. Again, it's the group Shampoo, and the name of the song is Trouble.
Uh-oh, we're in trouble. Something's come along and it's burst our bubble. Yeah, yeah. Uh-oh, we're in trouble. Gotta get home quick, march on the double. We've been out all
stop this song for a minute. It reminds me right off the bat the reality show with Paris Hilton and Nicole Richie in it. And I think these two girls grew up as friends, and so we'll talk about more about them when we get finished with the song. But it's just a peppy little upbeat song, not a bad song. But I will say this much: their influences were from, let's see, the Sex Pistols, Gary Newman, and the Beastie Boys, and sometimes Maniac Street Preachers. I've never heard of them. Anyway, we're going to get back to the song Trouble by Shampoo, the 1994 song Trouble for Mighty Morphin's Power Rangers. From the video, you don't know if they're trying to go home or they're trying to get the hell out of town. That's what it looks like to me. Okay, let's see what they have to say about this group Shampoo and this song Trouble. Shampoo were a 1990s English pop punk duo consisting of Jackie Blake, and Caroline Carey Askin. Their 1994 song Trouble from their debut album called We Are Shampoo reached number 11 in the UK charts, the UK singles charts, and was featured in the 1995's Mighty Morphin Power Rangers called The Money, or The Movie. Okay, Jackie and Carrie were best friends at Plumstead Manor School and secondary school for girls in Plumstead, London. Their album, We Are Shampoo, which is the album this song came off of, displayed a more friendly radio sound. And yeah, because the couple of the singles they had put out before that were a little more rebellish, they said. So, but this album sold over 1 million copies, with the majority of sales in Japan and the rest in Asia. Trouble reached number 1 on the UK charts, landing the group on the top of the pops and 6th cover of smash hits. Okay, then the Girl Power album, in 1996 they released their second album, but the song I Know What Boys Like was their last chart, peaking at number 42. After this album failed, they put another album out in 2000, but it sold solely on the internet. And then in 2019, Q Magazine interviewed with Shampoo regarding the end of the group, and Carrie said, "We never said let's split up. We just took time off and ended up being a bit more time than we had planned, and it just fizzled. We wanted to settle down and have kids, and it just came to a natural end." So I think that's kind of cool, because they didn't fight or do anything like that like a lot of them do, and then they never talked to each other again or whatever, and so they just kind of left because it was the natural thing to do. But good little song there. I wouldn't mind hearing a little bit more out of this band. I think they're kind of, they're kind of tough, like a tougher sounding band, a little more rockish than some of the little pop tunes. But anyway, I like this one. So thanks for this request, Mighty Morphin Power Ranger. And so now this song will go into the winner of the most views contest, and you'll have to tune back in next Tuesday night to see who that winner is. And if you're new to the channel and you don't know what that means, if your song gets the most views out of the ones I played last night and tonight, then you're the winner of the most views and you get to send me in another request. So anyway, guys, stay tuned. I'll put another one out here in just a little bit. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you like it. And consider becoming a member, because then you get like extra requests and you get keychains and koozies and all that. So be sure to consider becoming a member, and you can read about that underneath the video. And so we're going to go. Be sure to subscribe. Be sure to hit like, and peace out.